Talks are currently being held here on how best to capitalize on the Economic Partnership Agreement, the EPA, with the European Union. Speaking at the start of a consultation which began here earlier today at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Alison Francis of the EPA Implementation Unit says over the next few days, the focus will be on determining where SVG's plans fit into the EPA implementation process, along with private sector outreach programs.
May sign or governments may sign agreements, but at the end of the day, such agreements as this, the trade agreements, the benefit is really for the private sector. Indirectly, yes, the government will benefit, but the persons who will feel it as such would be the private sector, and therefore we have to ensure that whatever we do, we have that private sector outreach and we can draw the private sector in. So at the end of the day, we have a more holistic approach to the development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So not to say much more, because I think Nathaniel said it all, just to encourage you that let's see how we could use that work plan that was developed sometime around September, October, and make it more alive, a living document that each of us can tie in our individual plans for the various ministries and make EPA a tool to your development. EPA is and can be a tool to your development. It is a development-oriented agreement, and we have to see it for that.
Fisheries professionals from member states of the Caribbean Regional Fisheries Mechanism, CRFM, will be meeting here this week. They will take part in a 3-day workshop on the development of a CRFM strategy to improve fisheries statistics, data and information. The meeting will also try to resolve capacity challenges confronting Caribbean countries. According to a media release, the event will focus centrally on present and emerging fisheries information demands. It is a joint collaboration of the CRFM and the United Nations University Fisheries Training Program in Iceland. It will look at the use of data for economic analysis and fisheries management purposes. CRFM Executive Director Milton Horton said that they hope to formulate a strategy that countries can agree upon and use to guide the development of their limited human and financial resources in a more strategic and targeted manner. The 3-day meeting will begin on Thursday. Still ahead, Senior Magistrate sends out a strong warning to persons caught with unlicensed firearms. More stories on the local scene when we come back. Welcome back. Students of the St. Vincent Girls High School are being encouraged to raise the bar of attitude and character in order to bring about a level of change in the Vincentian society. The GHS Young Leaders launched their 2014 program last Friday under the theme Diversity, the 21st Century Imperative, a diverse society is a thriving society. Featured speaker, lawyer Michael Charles, told the students that there is substantial research evidence at a social level where social networks play an important role in attitude formation and change. Charles said diversity engenders positive youth development.
Having the presence of attitudinal diversity within your own social network would increase that other person's openness to attitude change, competence, confidence, connection, character, and caring.
Charles further told the students that as young leaders, they have been given the responsibility of examining and putting forward ideas of how to change society as well as alter negative perceptions.
As with all areas of life, developing a thriving society and the factors concerned are complex and interconnected. One of the difficulties that you as young leaders would face in unpicking attitudes to any issue is that these attitudes often reflect a particular individual's broader worldview.
Plans are currently being put in place for the staging of the first ever National Garifuna Parade to be held in Sandy Bay. Speaking to SVG-TV News, Executive Director of the Garifuna Cultural Dance Group, Kelvin May, said for the past 3 years, his organization has been planning a national parade. However, after having gotten the approval from the Ministry of Culture, the event will be staged next month. May outlined some of the activities that will be showcased during the parade.
We did wider intention to see what we were doing, so young people can come and join to this program. We will have the Pantaloo section, which, like those who notice up, like Joseph Chatouillet indoor station on March 14. And then after we have the second section with the Garifuna outfit. And then we have the African Garifuna and different part of Kalinago outfit as well.
May said the main purpose of the parade, scheduled for March 14th, is to heighten public awareness about the history of the Garifuna people.
I have been doing a campaign to help people to have an understanding of what Garifuna is all about. It's not only just the dancing, but it's other besides that. The language of the Garifuna, the national anthem, which I've sung many times in Garifuna, the singing in Garifuna. So basically, that we are giving a clear idea that we want to rekindle back our culture, our heritage.